Hello, this is H.E. Bailey, and welcome back to Let's Play Breath of Fire! Since last time, we got Mogu in our party, so let's put him to use. And one thing you have to do here, you don't have to do it right now, you can do it later in the game, but I figured as long as we're in the area, you might as well do it now. You want it to be nighttime, have Mogu dig right here next to that thing, whatever that thing is, I don't know. And we get the root, which you'll need to progress with the plot later on, eventually. So, I figured, well, as long as we're here, might as well get it. Let's go to Tantar. So basically now this is the item collect-a-thon with Mogu. Well, not just Mogu, but, well, you'll see. But essentially now that you just saw on the map there, now that we have Mogu in our party, we can dig around on the world map. So there's a lot of treasure that we can get, not just that one, but there's other areas around the world where we can do that. So let's go take a look. I already used a Marble 3 off screen, so that way I wouldn't run into random battles against relatively weak enemies that wouldn't be worth fighting anyway. Let's see, if we go up here, haha! Yeah, remember these from earlier? If you have Mogu in the lead, press the A button, you can dig down here. So, not completely useless, Mogu. Let's see, if I recall correctly, some of these are traps. So we want to have Karn helping us out here. Haha! Ooh, a Clog. Well, that's pretty much what I really came here for, because, well, I've already gotten Clogs for Bleu there, so let's give something to Nina. Even though most of her spells probably ignore her act stat, they just have priority to begin with, but, well, whatever. But yeah, you go through a bunch of these areas, you get some pretty good stuff. Treasures, stat potions, you name it. Probably want to give them all to Ryu there. Yeah, I guess Ryu could use the agility. Why not? I mean, he's the one using the boomerang. You want to use your multi-targeting abilities before you use your single-targeting ones in battle. So, I'm not going to fuse Karn right now for a very good reason coming up here. You'll see why, viewers. Okay, so now that we're done here, we want to go back to Camelot, where they're probably still celebrating my victory for saving them from the giant frog. Wondered if he was related to Court. Probably not. They probably just used the same spray. But I do like the happy music they got around here. And you know what? Let's use another Marble 3, because the enemies around here are pretty weak. Normally, I would just say, hey, I'll meet you at the next spot, but, well, it's kind of hard for me to show that to you without actually walking all the way there. So, I figured, just enjoy the scenery. The scenic route. Oh, we can go underwater there, too. But yeah, remember when I showed you this one way back earlier in the game? Well, now we can do something with it. So, I like how they do that in this game. Dig, Mogu, dig! Let's see what we got around here. Uh-oh. What's going on? Oh, there's a big guy there. Oops. Well, okay, he's not a big guy, but he's one of Karn's relative, I'm guessing. Now we can get Fusion Spell number 3, or Simulation Spell number 3. You're not going to tell me what spell you gave me, are you? I already have a spell of simulation. Now, Karn learned the Mighty Doof spell, which I want to use right now. So yeah, you fuse with Bow and Ox there. Remember when I was saying earlier in the game, if only we had a party member who was stronger? Well, now we do. So, let's put him to use. Let's go back to Bleak first. We got some things that we can do with Doof now. Not so much with Mogu. I think that's just about all we can do with Mogu for now. Phew! Just barely made it back in time. Oh, it's daytime around here now. Oh, yeah, reminds me of another game. Okay, now if we do this, push that one up, yeah, now that we have Doof, we can push that. If you tried doing it with just Ox, couldn't do that earlier in the game, but now we can. Push this up here, and we get the Clear Clothes, which we want to give to Nina. It's the strongest armor in the game for her, I think. I don't know if it's necessarily the best, but it is the strongest for her, I think. So, you could give that to Bleu as well, but, well, I have another purpose for her. Now, as long as we're here, let's go down here! Oh, there's another one of those guys. Well, do I need to defuse for this? I don't know. Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess I gotta defuse, or revert. I'm just gonna call it defusing. So, and here we can get the final fusion spell for Karn. Yeah, I hope this one doesn't make me puke. Karn. And for talking to him, we get the Puka spell. So it's the best fusion spell in the game. So let's get out of here then. Let's see. Next, I want to go back to Gust. There's a couple things I can do back there. Oh, we just get teleported out of here. Is that a white elk? Oh. For a second there, I thought there was like a white elk or deer above there. That was just a tower. I was thinking, hey, maybe I can get another white antler. Not that I'm ever going to use it. It's part of the Too Good to Use club, but well, you never know. Let's see, how much do these spells cost anyway? Yeah, they're starting to cost a lot. You know what? Let's rest. Well, no, we don't have to do that right now. But let's see, now that we got Doof, you go up here, you can get my favorite piece of armor in the game, the EarthRB, which can be equipped on Bleu or Ryu, and it absorbs pretty much all magic. It is obscenely good, especially if you get an Agni Genius spell later on in the game, if you know what I mean. Okay, that pun didn't work quite as well as I hoped. Anyway, yeah, you equip the EarthRB on Bleu, it's really good for her, so alright. Okay, so now that we're done with that, I want to check out Puka. So let's revert. Hopefully I have enough MP. I do. Excellent. And I ought to rest up at the inn here as long as I'm doing that. So yeah, now I'm a little flying dragon whelp thing. And if you press the A button, yeah, it makes a cute little noise. Ah, who's a cute little dragon? Who's a cute little dragon? Okay, so before getting out of there, let's use another Marble 3 because, well, there's one other thing that we can do. Now that we got Puka. So yeah, lots of treasure collecting today. Let's see. Almost there. Now remember we saw these little weird dragon stone plate things? Well, if you have Puka, haha, you can just scare them away. And grab some treasure. Okay, just one treasure. But here we get the Love Bracelet, which lets Nina regenerate HP as she walks around. So that's pretty nice. So might as well give that to her. We got nothing better to do. There's a couple other things we can do with Puka as well. So let's warp to... where do I want to go? Tunnel. So, no, we cannot do anything with that Nina Doppelganger, whatever she is, I don't know. I wonder what she is doing here. We've done everything we can in this place almost, but we haven't figured out what to do with her. I like how you come back here quite a few times in the plot, actually. It's a nice touch. So if you talk to this lady, if you talked to her earlier, she was saying she was having trouble with inspiration for her music or something like that. Oh, really? Okay, sure, why not? So anyway, if you go over here, you can can get the LoveHT for Nina there. It's, if not the best, one of the best headgears in the game for her. So let's check that out. Yeah, look at that defense boost. Yeah, it's really nice for her. Okay, let's see. I think there's just one more thing that I can do with Nina here today. Sorry, not so much on the action today, viewers. Oh well. We'll get there eventually. I think I'll be able to fit in some. Let's see, let's warp to Aurea now. Man, we're really going all over the world today. Just one more treasure that I want to get. And then we can progress with the plot. Remember that cave south of Grimoire that I took to get to the village of Spring? That ice village there? Well, that's where you gotta go to progress with the plot. So if you didn't see that in one of the earlier episodes, when I went to Spring, well, that's how you get there. I'm just gonna warp there off screen. Well, on screen, but I'm just gonna get there off screen. Whatever. Anyway, we get the Dark Bracelet for Karn there. Gives him quite a bit of a stat boost there, so alright. I think only Karn can equip that too, so oh well. Okay, so let's arrange my party the way I really want to. Let's see, let's go Ryu. Yeah, I'm not going to use Mogu. Sorry, Mogu, you're going to be on the sidelines like forever. Oh yeah, Puka uses Ox as well as Bo and Gobi, so that's why that's why I've got Nina in my main party now, because well, I got really no one else better to put in that spot. And this is pretty much going to be my party for the remainder of the game. Yeah, sadly, they don't really do a whole lot with the reserve party members, like Dragon Quest IV, for example, where it was useful to shuffle a healer in and out, or a wizard that had ice or fire magic or whatnot. So I like how they did that there, but now they don't do that in this game. So oh well. At least they put them to some use instead of making the reserve party members completely useless, but I just would have preferred that they would have been more useful. Oh well. But anyway, if you talked to these people earlier, or did I talk to them earlier? I don't think I did. Well, I'll talk to them again. Why not? But yeah, they, oh, I did talk to them earlier. Okay. Yeah, basically, it's winter here, even though this place is called Spring, and there's a tower called Spire that controls all the weather. We gotta help them out. So, there's another one of those digging sites. Let's see. Okay. And let's bring out Mogu for one last use today, anyway. Well, let's see where Mogu has brought us now. And let's bring Ryu back and put Mogu back into the abyss where he belongs. And sorry, Mogu, we got no fusions for you. What do you want me to do? I'll show off Puka in battle when I've got a new enemy to actually show off. So let's take a look around here. One thing I like to do with Bleu at this point in the game is that if you're fighting a group of monsters that don't have an elemental weakness that you really care about, I prefer having her cast the Chill spell because, well, it deals pretty good damage for the cost. Anything else that deals more damage costs just way too much. Now we got a flower enemy. Yeah, this guy has a lot of HP. So at this point in the game, we want to start using Hold and Rub to deal with these high HP enemies that are going to take a while for us to kill. Of course, it assumes that I can actually get my spells to work. Thank you for silencing the wrong party member. Okay, he stopped. So now we don't really need to worry too much about that. Let's see. I guess I'll just use the Earth Key. Whatever. If only we had a better item that could actually hit another enemy, but sadly we do not. Eventually we will, but I don't have that yet. Wow, this guy's just kind of staying put. Thank you, game. Yeah, I like using Hold or Rub against high HP enemies because it's just a good way of disabling them. Or, in the case of Rub, killing them outright. It's worth the MP. Or AP, whatever. I'm just gonna call it MP, that's what it is. Yeah, most of the enemies around here are pretty much the same as before. I mean, besides the flowers. There's another high HP enemy. I just haven't ran into it yet. One interesting thing about Puka is that he actually has 2 attacks that he could use. Like you saw against that flower there, he has that Velociraptor spitting attack, whatever that thing is, I don't know. But he has another attack where he just rolls and hits the enemy for a lot more damage. It's really nice. Unfortunately, I think it's pretty random. I don't think there's a way to manipulate it. At least not to my knowledge. You know, I just thought of something. Maybe when Puka attacks, I always thought he was screaming or doing a Velociraptor spit on the enemies, but maybe he's just puking on the enemies. I mean, that would make sense, calling him Puka, or Puka. Okay, we want to give the flame armor to Mogu, and eventually I want to give the world armor to Ox, but not right now. Well, obviously he's fused with Karn, so I can't equip that on him, so oh well. But can Ryu survive a spin with another of Jade's lieutenants? Find out next time on Let's Play Breath of Fire! This is HC Bailey, signing off. Have a good day!